And speaking of the way things are going, the Derek bitch,
Chauvin, Shaven.
fuckface, whatever the fuck his name is, fuck him.
Yeah.
Hit the trial. Yeah, it's gonna be. It's by the time this air, you know what I'm saying. It's all gonna. It's all over with by now. Everybody know what he was charged with.
Yeah.
But
He might even be sentenced by now. By the time
yeah,
this
what
comes
they
out.
said 8 weeks.
Oh, okay.
So the sentencing ain't gonna happen yet. But for those who don't know, that's the officer that had his fucking neck on his fucking knee on George Floyd's neck and resulted in his brother passing away.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the verdict has came. You know what I'm saying? He's been convicted of 3 different felonies. He looking at about, I think last time I read, like 75 years in jail or something like that. And yeah, man. So I don't know if you watched it, because I know I watched it, but if you watched the trial,
Mm-mm.
or at least the verdict at the end, any of it?
So for me, with stuff like that, man, I don't watch. I don't watch the videos. Um, I didn't watch the trial because for me, it's an emotional drain,
It
and
is.
it's
That's
a
why I had to
time
stop
suck.
watching it.
It's a time suck. So for me, am I gonna spend my time watching the trial that I can wait because watching the trial day to day is gonna do nothing for me.
Mm,
All I want to know at the end of the day is what the verdict was,
right.
and then ultimately what he gets sentenced. And I don't need to watch day after day for that, where I can be spending that time. To me, it's about my time,
Mm,
and I don't want to spend my time, getting in the ins and out, getting pissed off at what the defense is saying with their fucked up strategy of trying to justify or trying to say that he OD'd or whatever and all
and
that shit. And
they tried
and
to justify it.
one fucked up thing though I will bring up is, have you seen the fucking police report
No, I
that they
haven't.
wrote? So we by now everybody's seen the video. I didn't want to, but I've seen the video, or I've seen pieces of the video.
Oh, this police report gonna piss me off. Go ahead.
Huh?
I said I know this is gonna piss me off. Go ahead.
Oh man. So
Rip the band-aid.
basically, and I didn't read it, or I don't have it right here to read, but I'll paraphrase. Basically, they said he was arrested or he was detained. Um, he was he something happened to where, damn, I'm trying to remember. Basically, moral of the story is they were basically saying that he became under health distress,
Mm,
and emergency people were called, and he died on the scene. So no mention to the knee on the neck, no mention
of course
to
not.
any of the shit. So if
They're
you
gonna they're
read the
gonna word it
report,
to where they ain't fucked up
yeah,
at.
if you read the if that amazing young lady who recorded the video didn't record the video,
Mm-hmm.
he'd still be serving today.
Right. So goddamn. So I watched pieces of the trial. I was lucky and fortunate enough to catch when the little girls, the 9 or 10 year old girl, gave her testimony on what she saw, what happened, and that played a real huge factor, according to media anyway, on him getting convicted by all 3. And the motherfucker should have got all fucking 3 with his punk
Mm-hmm.
ass. But yeah, because he should. I'm surprised, just like everybody else is surprised, because I think Charlemagne mentioned it on the Breakfast Club after the verdict, and it's like, I don't feel anything because you're not used to it. You're used
Mm-hmm.
to these motherfuckers getting off, but to have
Yeah,
him be a fucking crushed the way he was, and I kind of feel like he was like they made an example out of him.
he was a sacrificial lamb, bro.
Yeah,
That's all.
that's a better word. That's a better word.
Real talk,
Because
man.
they knew the city was gonna fucking act a fool.
If
Like I said, I
if
watched the. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if it wasn't for the protest across the fucking world, um, all the backlash, the fact that the video was out there for everybody that was at home to see.
Yeah, this punk motherfucker had his hands in his pockets, bro.
Yeah,
You just
yeah.
chilling on this man
I,
neck.
I mean, you look at the report; it would have just went. A report was filed. We'll do an internal investigation, and it would have been fine.
Right.
Yeah, I mean that's really all. It's like, well, let's try to throw a bone one time just to say, look, see, our justice system works.
Yeah. But does it though? But does it? Because at around the same fucking time, you got this 15, 16-year-old girl who was gunned down by the police in Columbus, Ohio. Now, I don't know if you follow that story, watch the video,
So I
or anything
followed.
like that.
So when you mentioned that you wanted to talk about that for this, I watched the video on that one. And do we want to talk? We want to go ahead and talk about this one now, or
Yeah, hell yeah, we already on
okay?
it.
Because my take's a little different on this one.
Let's see.
So if you look at the rules of like gun safety and all that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and if you look at any literature that talks about what you do in the event of a self-defense shooting at your
Mm-hmm.
home, when you call the police, you say there's been a shooting. My name is Lamar. I'm 5'10", whatever. I'm wearing yada yada yada. You make sure your weapon is put down because when they get there, they don't know if you're a threat or not.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that's why they teach us. That's why they teach you that. Right?
Okay.
So with that being said, and seeing the video, given the circumstances that she had a knife drawn at another girl, it was in procedure. However, just because it was in procedure don't mean I agree with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
So
I'm of the same. I'm of the same because when I first told you about it, I just read what I read. Just like a lot of people probably just read
right,
15-year-old black girl killed by
right,
cop, and they immediately went into a rage. Now, having this law enforcement training that I've had, you know what I
right,
mean? The shooting was justified. I mean,
right.
I hate to say it the way it is. I'm sorry to the family. As far as rules of engagement, things like
Yeah,
that, she was attacking another person. The third party rule applies, but however, like you said, you don't agree with it. I don't agree with the shit either because the pussy shot her 4 times in the fucking chest. All right, so there's so many other fucking options, man. Like 4 times in the chest, motherfucker, you're scary ass, you a pussy. Like you see the fucking video, she charged. It's too, and I know a lot of people say, "Oh, they could have did this, could have did that." You're not in that situation. You really don't know their mindset on, you know what I'm saying? He was scary as fuck. That's the only problem I have. You was scary as fuck, so you ain't tried no other fucking options. Guarantee
right,
you,
right.
you pull out that motherfucking taser as she's charging the motherfucker with a knife, she gonna seize the fuck up and start fucking shaking and shit. That
But
shit's
see,
over with.
so here's a question I had about so the 4 times, that was a lot. I mean, I know how easy it is to squeeze the trigger 4 times.
Yeah,
So
that was too much. One shot would have
while
stopped her.
well, it would, but that was kind of tricky for me. I mean, I'm not gonna gauge. I think it was a bit excessive from my perspective, but I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and same here. Same here. I'm just basing my
Right,
opinion on what I've been trained on already. Yeah, you had to
right,
get control of the situation.
right.
She
Just like
charged
people.
she charged
Go
somebody
ahead.
with a knife.
Yeah,
You
because
had to
nobody
protect the other person.
nobody
Granted.
talks about the other person that's upset. About her getting shot. It's 14-year-old shot.
Yeah, and that's all you see.
Right,
And
but he
that's why
didn't
we
know.
are who we are. Because
And I'm
we
not defending him, but he didn't know coming out that she was 14.
yeah.
He didn't know that they called on her behalf. Whoever called, I think I heard it somewhere it was her sister, but they're not
Yeah.
officially releasing
Somebody
it. So
called the police. And
yeah,
granted, she had the knife. She fucked up where she should have just dropped it. She shouldn't have charged. However, emotions is high, and
sure.
I know how I am when I get that pissed off. I don't see shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hear shit. But at the same time, um, was it justified? Maybe because he was saving a life. I'll give him that. But shooting this girl 4 times in the fucking chest is something I cannot fucking accept. You could have shot her in the leg. You could have shot her in the
So,
arm. You're fucking trained to fucking do this shit. You should be some kind
but
of fucking
but
marksman, bro.
I challenge you on that because they said that he was a military marksman. But that's for like long guns and shit. So
It
he
don't
could like,
matter.
but here's my point though. I remember I think what defensive driving or some class I took where they're not trained to shoot in the leg. Like one of the things, like everybody who's saying that shit, like emotionally I agree, but understanding how they're not taught to shoot in the fucking leg.
No,
That's
and
the shit that's what we see from movies and shit.
yeah, and
That
you're not trying to shoot in the leg. You're trying to shoot
you're
and
trained
kill.
to shoot center mass
Cinemash. You're
because
trying
it's
to
the easiest
right.
target, the least likelihood of um a shot going other than where you intended to go, which is one of
But
the rules of firearm safety.
my thing is he hopped out the car ready to fucking wreck some shit. You know what I'm saying?
So
He
and
hopped
that's
out
the
the
part
car already.
that's what I want to talk about in
He
a minute.
he didn't have his taser out. He didn't have his fucking spray out. All
Right.
these black people was gathered in this confrontation, and his first fucking thing was to hop out the car with his fucking pistol. And you see
So
the video. He said, "Put it down, put it down, put it down." Then he shot.
and see that's the part that I wanted to talk about too is So the actual taking of the shot, I understand that.
Yeah, and I do too.
I get that. However, everything leading up to that is where I have problems. Um, First of all, let me go back to the taser argument. I don't know about tasers. I don't know. I mean, I don't have like, a map to scale to figure out if the taser would have actually even made it.
And bitches got
But
long reach. I think it's like up to 50 to 100 yards, bro. The bitches
yeah.
got some reach.
So I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, and granted, the rules say she had a knife, so that use of force was warranted given the situation. However, I'm sure, and I mean, again, I feel like I'm Monday morning quarterbacking, but like you said, he came out that bitch on the ready. And what I feel like is everything before he got there, because there was more people out
Yeah.
there. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I feel like those people failed her. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that too.
There were fucking adults out there.
Yeah, there was some grown
Like,
ass men out
like
there just walking
think
around and
about
shit.
when
They
we
could
were
have
growing
stopped it.
up. Think about when we were growing up. If you got in a fight, if it was 1-on-1, it was cool. Let them fight. Let them get that shit out.
Yep.
Soon as somebody tried to jump, the old heads would be like, "Hey, back up.
Nah. Y'all gonna let them fight.
Let them fight and let them get this shit out their system."
And if you
And I
jump in,
think I
them
heard
beat
she was.
your ass.
I think I heard the one chick was like 28 or something. I don't fucking know, but I mean, there's that. Could somebody with better tactical training have not been out there and been able to deal with the situation? I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, like, how do you work on that mindset where your first instinct is had a gun on the ready?
Yeah, and he was ready for it. Like you said, he was ready. He was fucking ready for it. I still want to know what the fuck is under his punk ass sleeve.
And now you could make the argument that he assessed the situation and saw that I can get by on this one, so I'm good. I mean, I don't know his intention, so I can't make that
Yeah,
argument.
and you see the video, he popped up with the
Yeah,
pistol ready. He didn't know the situation. He didn't know none of that. And you know what I'm saying? All this ties into why George Floyd was killed. I mean, these motherfuckers just badge carrying motherfuckers feel like they can do whatever the fuck they want to. Number one. Number two, they fucking scary. In my opinion, they
see,
scary.
I think that's the big thing is the being scared and not really ready to deal with a situation because granted I know per policy and per procedure that's warranted, but really was that did you consider anything else?
Yeah,
And based on like what you said from watching the video, if he came out ready to fire,
he was ready. That's
yeah,
what he already had in his mind. I'm gonna kill me some Negroes today. In my mind, that's what I felt like. And I say he had other options based off fucking experience. As a fucking CO in a fucking level 5 prison, bro, we ain't got no pistols.
right,
Only
right,
the
right, right.
supervisors had fucking pepper spray and tasers and shit. So if you get in an altercation, you gotta handle that shit with just your fucking hands. I've been in a fucking situation where there was a fucking knife involved. I didn't see the fucking knife in the beginning, but you know what I'm saying? There was a fucking knife involved. And I wasn't, oh God, I feel like I need to kill him. No, I separated these motherfuckers. And then
Yeah.
after I saw the fucking knife, I was like, oh shit.
But let me ask you this
But
question though. If you felt like you couldn't get over there to stop the situation in time, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you think the world would be had she stabbed her?
at the, I guess you could say, I don't know the right word, interjection, I guess. I don't know. Enter some shit. But basically, on the video, when he was getting out the car, put it down, was at the same time she was running towards the girl with the knife, right?
Sure.
If you had your fucking taser out, as she's running towards this girl with the knife, you pop her ass with that motherfucking taser. That shit is over with. The girl
Okay.
gets locked
I'm with
up.
you.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the fucking cow was ready to fucking shoot.
Yeah.
And I feel like that about not all police, but motherfuckers that act like that, y'all fucking pussies, bro. You scared of a fucking 15-year-old girl? Take care of your motherfucking business, you fucking sis ass motherfucker. Fuck you and your whole family and everything you stand for. But
See, and it's weird for me because I hate that I have a tendency to see. I try to like look at all sides in the
yeah, and I
situation
have too. And like I
because
said,
like
it was
I
warranted.
see, I
It
see where the logic behind taking the shot was. I
Yeah,
do.
definitely.
If you listen to the Breakfast Club, I think Charlemagne and Envy were kind of going back and forth about the same kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you genuinely felt that you couldn't save that third party without eliminating the threat,
Then you take the shot.
then you take the shot. I mean, and then I think that's how it looks to a lot of people. Now, I can't gauge his intentions. I can't gauge, what he may believe. I have my opinions,
Yeah, but you
but
really don't know, which is true.
given the situation, could he have done other things? Hell yes. Did he have to? No. Um, given the situation, should those grown ass adults that were out there
They should
have
have.
done more?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yes.
They held just as fucking liable, bro. They
Yes,
held just
I
as liable.
agree.
Cause you see
I'd
the
almost
video, you got
go
all
ahead.
these fucking adults running around. Hell, you can see the one spot where this grown ass man kicked one of the fucking girls
Mm-hmm.
that's on the
Mm-hmm.
ground. They could have de-escalated that shit from the police get there.
Yeah.
And that's part of my problem too. My people,
Yep.
my fucking people.
Yeah.
We gotta police ourselves, or
Mm-hmm.
these motherfuckers
Mm-hmm.
gonna come out here and do this bullshit.
Hold on. Say that shit one more time.
We gotta police ourselves, or we're gonna have to deal with this bullshit. If we have keep that same fucking mentality where, oh, that ain't my business, it ain't got shit to do with me, or they gonna do what they gonna do, I ain't got shit to do with the shit, then we leave, then this shit fucking happens. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Right.
know what happened prior to George Floyd, RIP, by the way. I don't know what happened prior, but I'm pretty sure there was some bystanders around that could have fucking intervene, calm down, chill out. Because you've seen a couple of videos. I can't remember the name of the video where it was, but I seen one where dude was nutting the fuck up on the police. He was nutting the fuck up, but the
Mm-hmm.
lady that was recording was like, calm down, baby, calm down. It's gonna be all right.
Mm-hmm.
Just do what they say. Calm down, get down. You know what I'm saying? We can intervene and help our own people, and that's a big problem I have with like Black Lives Matter. Now, the essence of Black Lives Matter, which is
Hold on. Concept, organization, two different things.
concept organization, exactly, the concept of Black Lives Matter, I completely get it, because over the past couple years or so, the law enforcement and the criminal justice system as a whole has treated Black lives like they don't fucking matter. We're gonna lock your ass up for 20 years for the same crime that this Caucasian man committed, but he only gonna get 5 and he out in 3.
Mm-hmm. So there's a couple points I want to make. The first point is anybody who brings up the statistic that black people make up 13% of the population, but commit more of the crime, understand statistics and realize that that's a bullshit number. The
Definitely.
arrest rate is higher, but look at all those fucking bullshit arrests. You
Yeah,
have to
just
look at that
small as
shit.
shit.
Right.
Yeah, I was,
Um,
I had inmates in the prison I was working at. The smallest offense, how much time
yeah.
you got, bro? 10
Well, I
years
mean,
for that.
you look at all the brothers that's in for a weed charge right
And
now.
that was my thing. One of the inmates, he got like 10 years for like maybe a pound, maybe a little less than a pound. 10 fucking years
Right.
for
Right.
weed?
So, and the other point I want to make is for all my people out here who are upset and angry. I am too. The
Oh,
shit
I'm pissed off. I
physically
was almost in
the,
tears, bro.
the
I was
shit
that
physically
bad.
hurts. That's why I don't watch the videos anymore, man. Because the shit is like painful. And what I want people to stop trying to do is saying, "Hey, well, look at this case where they did this." You know what I'm saying? Because like the first thing that everybody pointed out was the situation with Kyle Rittenhouse,
Mm-hmm.
and I understand the sentiment, but when you dig into the situations, it's not equal.
Yeah,
Now we won't talk about how I feel about his guilt because there's some of that there too,
we're gonna leave that
but
with that said.
let's not compare those two.
Let's not.
Let, let, let's look at the situation, and then let's also hold the fucking police departments accountable.
Yeah,
And
like Charlemagne said, start taking these motherfuckers' money.
yeah, and let's start looking at what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Look at how they're taught. I mean, because they talk about like training and shit like that. I mean, I'm an engineer. And as an engineer, there's a certain amount of education and training that I have to have before I can do my job.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't decide to get a professional engineering certification. So because of that, there are certain things that I can't sign off on. because I don't have the certification, the education, and the
Yeah.
time. I feel that these, what I'm saying? Like as an engineer, I can't design a building or a bridge or anything that could impact lives. But these dudes have like what, 6 months of training,
Yeah.
if that.
If that. I think it's more like what, 8 weeks?
Right. And they have like little bullshit trainings, little academy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
Like,
they give you all the answers and all this other
right,
shit. That like they definitely even in the military, bro. We train, we retrain, and we train the fucking again
mm-hmm.
because you know what I'm saying. Every situation is different. We have this
Well,
simulator machine called the EST 2000,
mm-hmm.
and I only did it once, but it was kind of like a situational. Like there were
Yeah,
scenarios on each of them, and you had to
mm-hmm.
decide when to shoot, who to
Yeah,
shoot, shit like that. And you know what
yeah,
I'm saying? I don't feel like they're doing it. It's just we're
yeah,
gonna show you that you can shoot. Okay, you shoot, you got your grade, you're good. You go the
mm-hmm.
fuck up out there, and then you got these little punk ass motherfucking police officers that got bullied in fucking high school, and now they got a fucking pistol on their fucking hip and a badge, and they think they fucking Superman or some shit.
Mm-hmm. And then
And
you have these cases where, how do I put this? I'm gonna go back. So the 13-year-old boy that got shot a couple weeks ago.
mhm,
Um, I watched a video talking about, the guy had the strobe light,
mhm,
and the video was talking about how if you're gonna use that strobe, the advantage of using a strobe in self-defense purposes is disorients
yeah,
the attacker.
mhm,
However, it also disorients you.
true.
So what should have happened was, because he in that case wouldn't be able to accurately assess the situation. That secondary party should have been the one assessing the situation and determining if there was a threat.
And then that's the
And
problem too.
yeah, I think
That's another problem.
they want these, SEAL Team 6, and they want all these high speed toys and shit, but don't have the wherewithal, the training, the understanding, the mindset.
But all these situations, I also fought the backup because the backup, you know what I'm saying? They can see the situation
Yeah.
from the outside looking in because they're not directly fucking involved.
Mm-hmm.
They have time to actually assess the situation and you know what I'm saying, assist to make it not as fucking stupid. I don't know how else to fucking put it. And
No,
then something else about, you know what I'm saying, us when I went back to the, policing our own neighborhoods is we got to be more proactive than fucking reactive. Soon as some shit happen, everybody's on Facebook, everybody's on Instagram, everybody
mm-hmm.
got their signs up, everybody's fucking out there with their phones and all this other shit. But
Yeah.
stop the shit before it fucking happens.
Mm-hmm.
If we police our fucking selves, there's no need for these motherfuckers to come in fucking with us.
Right.
And that's the same thing I teach the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, analyze the situation and take care of the shit prior before these motherfuckers get.
Right. Now, how the shit should have played is by the time the police got there, everybody should have been sitting down.
Sit down, police reports is done, tempers
Yep.
ain't flared. But
Yep.
the problem is, motherfuckers probably had their goddamn phones out because they thought
Oh, yeah.
that shit was fucking cute. I'm sorry, YouTube world and all my melanin people out there, but y'all turn. These motherfuckers got their goddamn phones out and shit, thinking this shit's cute.
Yeah.
You see, I don't even watch like fights and shit no more.
No, I don't
on
either.
fucking
I don't either.
social media because it's bullshit. Like, stop the shit before it fucking happens.
Mhm.
There was another video where a girl got like beaten to fucking death, and motherfuckers were just sitting there goddamn recording on their
Yeah.
fucking phones because they think that
Yeah.
shit is cute. It's cute until these fucking police come and then they pop one of us because we acting a goddamn fool. And
Right.
now they want to have they signs up and they want to fucking protest and all this other shit. No,
Mhm.
my people, we gotta be fucking proactive in these streets. I can't do exactly what the fuck I want to do. Now I'm getting upset. I can't do exactly what the fuck I want to do because of my fucking profession, and I still got to
Right.
take care of my family. But there's so much more I want to do for our community, our fucking people. That's why I did Melanin Warriors, just to give us a
Mhm.
little taste of what the fuck we are. You know what I'm saying? It's a two-way street. Like there's you got to be proactive, but at the same time, you still got these motherfucking gung-ho ass cowboys that's motherfucking hunting us because they fucking pussies and they won't motherfucking take any other option, but I'm gonna kill this fucking N-word right now. I don't feel like using the N-word. I know I'm using it in other episodes, but I'm not gonna use it right now. We just gonna go ahead and kill this person right here, like George Floyd. Motherfucker, you had positive control. You had your fucking, if you got your knee in your neck, on his neck, and your hands in your pockets, motherfucker, that shit is over with. Take your
Yeah.
motherfucking hands off this
Yeah.
motherfucker, man. Um, the brother Wright that got killed with the shit over his rearview mirror or whatever. She thought she pulled a fucking taser. I mean, it's the same thing. It's a repeating fucking cycle. Just on an off note, shout out to everybody who voted in the Minneapolis area, because that's kind of the reason why Derek bitch ass got his ass convicted, because you know they had new DAs, new all that shit that they voted in. You know what I'm saying? So voting does work, but we still got a lot of work to do. That's only one fucking
The
victory.
local level is truly important.
Huge. And we got that one victory, but there's so many to come. But the bottom line, the foundation of that starts with us as a people being proactive, policing our own, checking
Yeah.
our own. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Y'all see two people finna argue in the street, don't pull your fucking phone out. Don't just walk around saying it's not my business. Hey man, y'all chill out before the police come and they do all this other extra shit that ain't
Yep.
fucking necessary.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's how it was when we were growing up, man. Like I said before, I mean, it would never got to that fucking point back in the day. It just wouldn't.
Yeah, and the problem is social media. Everybody want to get likes. They want these
Yeah.
fucking videos on their phones
Yep.
instead of doing what the fuck they supposed to protect ourselves, man. Because you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Now
As far
it's kind of tricky too, though, because I agree with you about the phones. Now, depending on the situation, is when I think your phone is necessary. Like if you're trying to document so you can world star that shit, then get the fuck out of here.
yeah, and that's my problem. The motherfuckers is
But
trying to put that shit on World Star and
but if
shit.
you trying to document because there's nothing more you can do, then please do that
Right.
to get make sure the full story is being told.
Yeah. Now I'm not saying go out there and fucking go Ric Flair or something and fucking chop a cop in the fucking chest or some shit like that when they doing something fucked up. But you know what I'm saying? Let them know that they fucked up. You know what I mean? Let your people know they fucked up before the police get there. Have it to
Yeah.
where you don't have to worry about somebody getting fucking shot
Right.
and killed. Because I mean, these
Mhm.
guys, you know what I'm saying? The police officers, they do have a job.
Well, I mean, and there's two sides. I mean, there are those that are scary. There are those that are racist. And then there are those that are just trying to get home to their family at the end of
Yeah,
the day.
and that I get completely. I get.
So you have to realize all that. I mean, I think she called the police because she felt that she didn't have an option. And that made sense.
And they thought they was going. She thought they was going to be there to protect. There was
Mm-hmm.
another incident that happened around that same time. Somebody called the police. I can't remember. God, it's irking me that I can't remember. But he got shot in the back like 10 times by the cops. Some shit like that. It just happened like not too long
Mm-hmm.
ago. And it's like, as far as that point goes, how the fuck does a community feel safe calling you motherfuckers
Mm-hmm.
if we got to worry about you shooting us because we call you? Like if I defend my fucking house and I call you because I defended my fucking house, I also have to worry about this motherfucker that's laying on the fucking ground struggling to fucking breathe. And I also I also got to worry about if you gonna pull up and shoot me in my own fucking yard because I called you motherfuckers and I got a weapon because you a bitch.
But see, that's the thing though. You have to understand, and granted she was young, and I'm sure she doesn't know, you know, what to do in those situations. If you self-defense, and I said it earlier tonight, you put your weapon down.
That goes back to the talk.
Yep. And then there's a video that I saw that somebody on Instagram posted. I think it was old actually. I think it happened in Georgia, where this dude tried to steal this dude's car,
Mm-hmm.
and he had his weapon. And so he had him laid out. He had the guy. He got him out his car. He had his weapon drawn on him, and
Oh, I seen that video.
and that's how shit should have happened.
Yeah, you
He
hold
had
his
his
ass there
weapon
until the police
drawn
get there.
until the police came. When the police came, because when they called the police, from what I understand, the situation was given, so the police knew what to expect when they got there, and it happened exactly like it should have. He put his weapon down. He communicated with the officer. He said, "I'm going to get my weapon now," and he holstered and put it away.
Yeah, but my problem with that is if some bystander or something's calling the police in that incident, all these dispatchers is probably gonna hear is there's a black man with a weapon, and these motherfuckers is on go. As soon as they hear black man with a fucking weapon, they
I
ready
can
to
see
do what the
that.
fuck they
I can
gotta
see
do.
that.
And
I can see that.
it's I mean it's other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They a lot of people on social media saying we're being hunted and things like that. I don't agree. You just gotta know how to work this shit. And the
I
for
mean,
the
I
other
think here's the thing. When you look at the statistics of it, there are a lot of cases.
a shitload.
However, you also have to look at what you can do to keep yourself out of some of these situations. There are some situations that there's no explanation, they fucked up whatsoever. But there are situations where why the fuck are you running? Why the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like not and I'm not on that, oh, they need to just comply shit. That's not what I'm saying.
I was gonna say, bro.
No. No. You have to be mindful of what you do, knowing that there's a probability of you not walking out of this situation. You have to function with that in your mind. You have to move different. And I'm not saying, oh, you have to comply. You have to be mindful of your scenario, of your surroundings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying? The comply shit is getting me. But
Because you can comply and still
you can
die.
comply and that still get your
I mean,
ass.
and that's the thing.
I mean, that lieutenant was prime example. He did what they told him to do, and it wasn't enough.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, exactly.
But yeah, the last thing I really got, man, is number one, like I said earlier, be proactive instead of reactive. You know what I'm saying? Police your own neighborhood, your own street, your
Take
own
care of our
block.
children.
Definitely take care of your kids. Explain to them, you know what I'm saying, A, B, and C. Have the talk with them when they're dealing with police. You know what I'm saying? Just teach your kids right. Shout out to the mothers out there who's doing that. Happy Mother's Day again. Um,
Yeah, I'm gonna
and
tie that in.
and other than that, I mean, our officials, our government, y'all got to get in here and y'all got to fucking do something because this shit is just getting fucking ridiculous. Melanin people are fucking citizens of this fucking country too. We deserve the same fucking rights. We deserve the same fucking privileges. We shouldn't feel like we hunted. We shouldn't have to fear calling the police because we don't know if they're gonna shoot us or the motherfucker that's trying to break in our fucking
Sure.
house. So something gotta fucking give, man. Somewhere, somehow. I don't care about the whole division shit, Democrat, Republican,
Right.
this, that, the division bullshit. Cause we all the same fucking people. We really are. I
And
guarantee.
and stop trying to give legislation that doesn't do any damn thing.
Yeah, hold the
Because I've seen
motherfuckers accountable,
because I've
man.
seen some of these bills that have been proposed are complete shit.
Mm-hmm.
They do nothing, but they can say, "Oh, we released the police protection crime bill or some bullshit that actually does not a damn thing."
Exactly.
So we
Exactly.
got to be up on that shit too, and we got to pay attention when they're trying to slip us some bullshit.
Hell yeah, my people. Just remember that y'all are not victims. Y'all are fucking warriors. Do your homework. Do your research. Understand what you can and can't do. Use these tragic incidents that's happened as a footnote into what you
Yep.
need to do for you and your
Mm-hmm.
family.
Mm-hmm.
And let's stop this shit. Let's stop at the basic level. Us taking care of us, and we'll
Yep.
let everything else fucking happen.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but with
Move,
that, bro,
move,
that
move better. Make sure we're protecting ourselves and each other.
yes, sir.